Good morning and welcome to the first day of hearings on issues relating to ephedra-containing dietary supplements. Baltimore Orioles pitcher Steve Bechler and high school athlete Sean Riggins probably thought they were helping themselves when they used ephedra supplements either to lose weight or enhance athletic performance. Tragically, these two young men, 23 years of age and 16 years of age respectively, died. Your counsel is to your right, Mr. Bechler. And if you would identify yourself, sir, using the microphone and making sure it's on.
Is it on? There we go. Jim Frantz on behalf of Mr. and Mrs. Bechler. Oh. Jim Frantz here, attorney for the Bechlers. Yes. I believe it was early 2001.
I have to quickly swear you in if you're going to actually speak. If you'd stand. You swear that the testimony you're about to give is the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
I do.
Okay, you're under oath now.
Okay, Mr. Frantz, proceed.
Yeah. In 1999, they were using another label that had independently laboratory tested for safety, where that silver decal is on the front.
This right here?
Yes. Mm-hmm. And then there was a class action lawsuit called Gasparoni versus Metabolife that occurred in the year 2000. And as a part of that settlement, it's my understanding that they could not advertise that their product was independently laboratory tested for safety anymore, and they put that little decal on the front, and then they started selling the product similar to...
It's a butterfly.
Yeah, it's a silver decal.
It's a butterfly. That's
the butterfly. They put the butterfly over the safety claim in 2001, I believe.
And that's when they put the safety warnings on?
Additional safety warnings information, but they failed to include the fact that they had received thousands of AERs.
Okay, thank you.
Are you aware of any court documents relating to how others have perceived the credibility of these witnesses?
Yes, I am. First of all, there was a trial against Cytidine in which Mr. Chinnery testified about a month and a half ago. And during that trial, several of the alleged clinical studies that took place on Zenadrin RFA1 were discussed by expert witnesses on both sides. And to reiterate what Dr. Heimsfield said, there was manipulation of research data found and disclosed during that trial. The trial judge found there were significant problems with several of the studies that Zenadrin was holding up to prove efficacy and/or safety. And more importantly, the trial judge found in its verdict, a written verdict, that Mr. Chinnery, Mr. Conklin, who is here today, Dr. Kolker, had no credibility. And the judge sat through almost 7 weeks of...
The judge said that?
The judge said that in a written opinion, and I have it here today.
Mr. Chairman, would it be possible to have that written opinion entered into the record?
Without objection, it will be incorporated into the record.
Thank you.
So if you want me to follow up, in terms of assessing what Mr. Chinnery says, in view of the fact that I was at the trial and I prosecuted that case and also observed Mr. Chinnery, Mr. Conklin, Dr. Kolker, who performed these alleged studies on Zenadrin RFA1, at least one of them, the Peak Wellness, I question highly what Mr. Chinnery has to say.